I suppose I'll have to read through them once again.
Bien sûr.
Bisous, Gaël.
So what's this test of yours about?
I just composed a letter to my former pen pal.
Former, eh?
Yes. She... well, we used to be close. Very close. You know, it was like all my secrets belonged as much to her as they belonged to me. If that makes any sense.
I can imagine. So how come you're not pen pals anymore?
Well, when I became undead, I found that was finally something that I was afraid to tell her.
So you haven't seen her since?
Seen? No, I've never seen her. We've only written letters to one another.
Did you ever plan to meet each other then?
You know, I always imagined visiting her at some point. From the treasure I'd amassed, we could buy ourselves a little orchard and drink seed in the evening sun. But these are dreams of the past. Memories I must let go in order to look forward again.
Memories to let go.
So, in my letter, I've apologized for not contacting her, and told her that this will be the last one. I hope with that, she'll gain the closure I denied her until now.
Well, if you think that's what's best for you. Where are we heading next?
I need someone to deliver my letter all the way to France. We'll find him in Angler's grave.
The White Crow stands ready. The crow flies. I see where this is going. Pinkos?
Ah, Teresa, you have returned. Let me see. I've written down what I saw. There we were, in this beautiful field of daffodils and dandelions, just me and her, serenading each other with our no, I must be excused. It seems I have stumbled upon an entry of my dream journal.
I don't say, Jamia.
Another moment, if you will. Here, this ought to be the correct document. Yes. The skeleton drew the rum from a very particular barrel. One that bore the insignia of 2 skulls, one of them broken.
Pete and the Nameless One. Have you held on to the route the skeleton took to get there?
Yes. Here. These are the scribblings regarding the path. I don't know if they're of any help.
I'll show it to Estelle. She'll know what to do. I'll get back to you, Pinkos. Judgment is at hand. Estelle, can you take a look at this? Do you think you can get me there? No, it's an official investigation. Nobody needs to know about this. I'm glad I can count on your discretion. The Crow. The myth-enshrouded stash of Pete and the Nameless. It was only a question of time until my work led me here. Let the investigation commence. The future calls. Another barrel. As far as I can tell, that one seems untouched. Just normal stinking rum. Probably as much a poison as the poison. Let fate be our judge. Footprints, all of them skeletal in nature. I see where this is going. That smell! This barrel must hold the poison. Strange. This has only the slightest note of rum to it. Either the poison is very strong or, well, if my suspicions are correct. Ah, there it is. I'll keep a hold of that. I'll take some of the fluid as well. It's done. What's this? An unmarked barrel? The wood itself seems quite fresh. Potent smell as well. This I will have to remember. I'll take a sample of that. Judgment is at hand. I think I've found all there is to find here. The culprit seems clear. One thing doesn't, however. Why is there only one victim? If one of the main barrels is poisoned, surely there should be more. I'll take my time and prepare my case. Then we will see justice served.
Any cannons loose? Quelle surprise! Hi, Fia. You enjoying your time on board?
Gael, I was actually looking for you. I just passed by one of your cannons and it didn't seem up to snuff.
Up to snuff? What's that supposed to mean?
As in, not quite the shape the others are in.
And you saw that from looking at it from afar?
Well, I was sort of gazing.
You shot it, didn't you?
How would I shoot it if I wasn't?
I'm just pulling your leg. I keep them maintained as good as I can, but sometimes one might slip. Let me check the one you mentioned. Wash one. Huh? Why didn't that... The touch hole is spiked with a bone. Let me fix that. Now, who could have done that? Maybe the Marley saw something. Aye. Hey, Marley.
Canoness?
I've just had to fix one of my cannons.
Isn't that what you always do?
Oui, but that one wasn't an issue of maintenance. Someone spiked a touch hole with a bone.
Spiked a touch hole?
It makes the cannon unshootable. A tragedy, of course. I was wondering if you noticed someone fiddling with it?
As it happens, I did notice a couple of skeletons working on your cannons. I presumed they were acting on your orders.
It's just shoddy work then, as I thought. Point me to them and I'll talk to them right away. Swiftly. Hello, my friends. I noticed a bone stuck in one of the touch holes. The Marley said you worked with the cannons recently? Oh, why the face? There's nothing to be ashamed of. I can easily show you how to prevent breaking off your bones when working on the cannons.
Broken.
What's up, my bony friend? Are you sad?
Troubled. Motivation.
He's always sad.
So he's the only one who is not enjoying himself right now?
No.
All exhausted.
Everyone's exhausted? Well, we've all been there. Look, all of you can take time off for a bit. I'll think of something that gets you back in the mood. But for now, I'll take a break too. I'll have to think of something soon, though.
Toya! Let's get moving, eh? I like these odds. I'll be there soon.
Where to, Captain? We've arrived, Canoness. Now, are you certain that someone here is willing to deliver that letter for you?
Willing? Ah, unlikely. But he'll go, I'm sure of it.
Do you know where he resides?
He lives right here in the slums.
I suppose we just go there and knock on the door?
Exactement, Ifia. Now our landing, if you will.
New inspiration! Fabulous!
It's about time.
Please bother someone else.
Boy, best of luck to you.
Oh, oh!
The cannon is mightier than the sword.
Vici Vincent. I will draw their last breath.
Tasting the local flavors, are we, fun press funds?
Such hassle.
We must locate the source of this infestation.
The White Crow stands ready. Change in position. Let the future come. Let fate be our judge. No mercy given.
Such brute methods. Less trouble for everyone. Well, now. This soul will do its own bidding in a moment.
May it inspire your flock to victory. Guide my hand.
I can't hold myself back. Hide if you can.
Yes,
Will guide me.
ready to serve.
You fiend.
Let's ask another question. The crow flies. Tria cuervos.
Less trouble for everyone.
I've had enough of this.
I have to get a new coat anyway. self-indulgence. It's mesmerizing.
For desperate times.
Oui? Bien sûr. Hold on tight. Don't get too comfortable. Let's not ask for permission. Hey, hey! I am Tisse. You there?
Gael? Is that you? It's been a while, huh?
It has. Do you want to open the door, maybe?
Depends on what you want.
I need you to carry a letter for me again. One last time.
Ah, Gael, you know I'm not strictly a messenger.
Eh oui, you're a smuggler. You've always used these trips as a front to get some artifact out of the Lost Caribbean. So, what do you want?
Ah, you know me too well, Gael. Well, it's only a small favor, as usual. The Inquisition knows all my disguises, so deposit a guard in my backyard and I'll do the rest, huh?
And some cidre as well, perhaps.
If you don't mind.
I do, very much. Give me a minute. I'll get you your disguise. This is going to be a long
Lord Gael, my ears.
Ah, that is perfect. Just give me a moment. The trousers are a bit tight.
Please, take your time. It's not like this town is sprawling with Inquisition zealots.
Why not use my power?
As you command.
Ah, that suits me nicely. Now there's just one more thing.
I don't have any seed.
No. I need you to carry me to my warehouse. I've got some things I need to pick up there.
Your warehouse, eh? And why do I have to carry you around if you're already disguised?
Well, first of all, I don't know anything about their current right of patrol.
Sure. And the warehouse?
It's in the middle of the harbor, and it contains items that I'd like to take to France with me.
Well, just know it'll be a pretty rough ride.
How bad can it be? I've seen you use your cannon. I'm sure I can handle it. So, if she writes back, where do I find you?
I don't think she'll respond.
Ah, I see. And I presume that means you won't write any more letters to her either.
Since when are you interested in my personal tidings?
Just for planning purposes.
Well, you'll have to plan without me in the future.
We may have need to return here. That won't be a challenge. A ghostly pleasure. Likely a poor choice. Let's take another view. Such a tragic life. A new chapter in my memoirs.
Seen anything suspicious as yet?
Just these.
Good. My tobacco is getting stale. Wie Sie wünschen. Another pair of eyes might do the trick. Ah, such a feeble one. This will ruin my coat. Oh, of course.
What do we have here? Do I see?
Still breathing. Still sane.
I don't look up to anybody.
Pitiful, so exhausting.
The White Crow stands ready. To each what they deserve.
Such hassle.
Ah, swift justice.
Teresa, ready to serve. Let fate be our judge. Let's hope not. Filed for review.
Rodarán cabezas.
Judgment is at hand. Blood will flow. I see where this is going.
Your memories are much appreciated. Whom will I taste this time? A ghostly pleasure.
Aesthetically, I'd call that an improvement.
I'll do what I have. One less soul to taste.
plan to end your relationship with Triru because of the curse?
What are you talking about?
Oh, come on, Gael. I'm a thief, not an idiot. There were times I couldn't even hang my coat on the wall before you had finished your reply. But since you got that hole in your belly, you haven't talked about her once until now. It would be a pity, you know, considering how passionately you wrote to each other.
What? Are you saying that you read my letters too?
What do you expect me to do? Sailors are boring, and the trip takes forever.
If there was anybody else who'd be willing to go, I'd shoot you into the ocean right here and now.
I know, ma chérie, I know.
Why not use my power?
Any cannons loose? Bien sûr. D'accord.
I knew this would come. It's done.
Big problem, bigger solution.
The court is in session.
Sorrius.
Excel your ambitions, Acolyte. We must...
I have to get a new coat anyway.
Huh? Stick it to the zealots.
Perhaps if we had a clue where to look.
My instincts have never led me astray, Acolyte, and neither will yours, if you trust them.
The burdens of nobility.
Aye, Pinkers, playing pretend as usual.
Try as I might, I can't find a clue any.
I'll hold on to this.
I'd rather
Excel
behead
your
a bottle
ambitions,
with this knife.
We must uncover the Marrow Distillery.
I presume that's going to hurt. I much prefer... Of course. Oh.
There, Commissarius.
Excel your
The
ambitions,
White
Acolyte.
Crow stands ready. Judgment is at hand. With kind regards.
Such hassle.
My strength returns.
I much prefer festivities.
Strange.
So exhausting.
Teresa, ready to serve. Change in position.
Wait. You look rotten.
Your crimes are severe. Iron judgment. I've seen it happen. My verdict is final.
Likely a poor choice.
Good for another shot.
Dead and memorized.
Teresa, para servirle. Dicho y hecho. Justice is harsh. Once more unto the... I am your executioner.
My qualities are needed. Smoking right.
For desperate times.
A ghostly pleasure. That won't be a challenge. You...
We have time.
My sight reaches far. One bolt, one life. Death comes to greet
It
you.
was I, the great von Pressfeld. To the burdens of nobility.
My strength returns. To each what they deserve. Through the flames,
My
justice
qualities
has
are
been
needed.
granted.
Nothing I can't afford. Let's peruse some minds.
A wolf in Inquisition clothing.
Good for another shot.
Might blow my cover.
Still breathing. Still sane. The future calls. Your crimes are severe. I am your executioner.
I won't be able to hide after that.
My business.
Good. Now, how do I reload this again?
for desperate times. With kind regards. Judgment is at hand. My verdict is final.
If you must. Likely a poor choice.
The better part of me.
I have to get a new coat anyway.
I knew this would come.
Timeless plunder.
A bolt for your skull. It's done. I am your executioner.
Please bother someone else. Vici Vincent.
Ah, swift justice.
Good. My tobacco is getting stale. Another pair of eyes might do the trick. Good snout. Self-indulgence. It's mesmerizing.
The fire hungers for us. Let's get a better view. The crow flies. I pray for your soul. Death comes to greet you. I've seen it happen.
Is that...
Their crimes are mine. Change in position. Otra ronda.
Well, oh. Burn the cursed...
Remember, my sight reaches far. The crow flies. Once more onto the breach. Rodarán cabezas. No mercy given. Let fate be our judge. Death come. Arriba! For desperate times. I've seen it happen.
You'll get no trouble from...
At your service.
Kind regards. I am your executioner. Ah, swift justice. Teresa, ready to serve. Let's get a better view. Dicho y hecho.
Little hearts to heart, anybody?
Once
The
more onto the beach.
Inquisitor. Do you happen to know what exactly she's intended to do?
You're dead now. Leave. Iron judgment.
Less trouble for everyone.
Good for another shot. The fire hungers for us. I pray for your soul.
Such hassle.
Teresa, para servirle. Objection. I see where this is going.
Huh? We won't bother you.
My strength returns.
Oui? Let's capture this moment in time. Quelle surprise! Swiftly. Aye. Bourgeois. Who wants to go on a ride? That wasn't so bad,
I think I was
it?
mistaken.
As you command. Sure as the storms.
Say, Gael, what do you think Triru looks like?
You know I never cared for her that way. It's her mind and her letters that I'm interested in.
And how do you think she'd answer that question if I asked her?
That's different.
Different how?
It's different because I'm dead.
Vraiment. Because, you know, from what I've seen, you are still you, Gael. Sure, you are soul-infused and inhumanly strong, but at heart, you're still yourself.
My heart hasn't been beating for years.
But your soul is still there, isn't it?
Don't you have things to collect here?
Oh yes, loads. Just give me a moment, please. Okay, got it all. There's a small boat in the harbor. Take me there and I'll be off.
How long has it been?
D'accord. Bien sûr. Well, I was going to clean. Ah! A fine shot.
There we are. Now I just need the letter.
I don't think it's finished yet.
I see. Then I suppose we'll meet each other in New Crockbury.
You still get your passage from there?
Old habits die hard. Meet at the old spot?
D'accord. See you there.
Likely a poor choice.
I knew this would come. Justice is harsh. My verdict is final.
I don't look up to anyone. Let's
For
not ask for
desperate
permission.
times, step through the infernal portal.
Prepare for our return, Marshal. Back to the drawing board, it seems. Damn you, Auntis. As you command. I stand against the tempest. As you command. Ifia,
Gael?
I need to motivate a couple of skeletons.
Wasn't aware they even needed motivating.
I have thought about it for a bit, but I don't even know where to start.
Ever considered shooting them around for fun? Maybe send them off for a swim?
That sounds like a great idea. Do you care to join in?
I'd love to, but Water and I don't really get along.
Ah, me neither. Thanks for the idea. I'll try it out.
The verdict is clear. It's done.
Sharpshooter, it pleases me to have you walk my planks again.
Me too! If these bones got any more crooked from lying around, I'd have to use my crossbow as a crutch.
I suppose that would hamper your effectiveness.
Now I shall take up roost in the crow's nest and cast my dead eyes towards the horizon. I hope my belongings remain undisturbed.
The skeletons did not touch them. I can't vouch for the acolytes that rummaged my deck, or for Estelle.
That greedy little monkey. One day I'll catch her red-handed, and then my judgment will be swift.
We need her, Sharpshooter. Without her, my insides become an inscrutable labyrinth.
Oh, don't worry. She will remain intact. She'll just wish she wasn't for a long while.
The cannon is mightier than the sword. D'accord. Ahoy, crew! I've got something special planned for you.
Special, special, special. Always sad.
I'm going to show you how fun a cannon can really be
Fun.
by shooting you with one.
Ouch. Told you. Always sad.
I mean, shooting you into the ocean. A cannon bomb.
Yeah.
Now, who wants to get shot? Bonjour. Hold on tight. Swiftly. This is where the fun begins. Don't mind the leg. Always a pleasure. Let me tell you, the rope. Don't worry, you're dead anyway. Get. Magnifique. Who wants to go on a ride? It's going to be bumpy. Tunnel ready. I. A fine shot. And how you doing?
Good time.
I like long shots. Did you like it?
Drenched. Fun.
Let's not ask for permission. And how was it?
Bad.
Oh, still bad?
Sorry. Unhappy.
Nothing to be sorry about. An unhappy mind is just like a missing limb. I'll see what I can do. Maybe I need to get sage advice. Until then, your sorrow must stay yours.
Sorrow.
Bien sûr. Well, some of them enjoyed it at least. But that sad one is a tough nut. I'll let them be for now. Sure as the storms. Dear trio, I heard it once said that all beginnings are hard. Today, I believe second beginnings are even harder. But after avoiding contact for years, I don't want to prevaricate anymore. I've avoided writing to you because I died.
Your letter is coming along?
Yes, just give me a bit of time. And ready. I think that'll do just fine. I need to get to New Crockbury, and I'd like to go there alone, Marley.
I'll have a dinghy ready for you whenever you please.
Teresa, para servirle.
Cut through the shadows.
Joshua!
Where to, Captain?
Please let me out. It is so boring here.
You are accused of the impersonation of a commissarius. While the maiden bids us all to show mercy, these charges represent the highest order of crime. Now, once again, do you confess?
Let me think. No, I don't.
So much for a nice relaxing stroll along the beach.
Should I send more crew?
No, thank you. I'll get him out myself. It seems that his ship is stuck in a dead calm just outside the harbor. Luckily, that looks like a manageable distance to me.
You are still wearing the uniform.
That is true. Yet I did not.
Let's not ask for permission. Sure as the storms. Careful, I have a short fuse.
Patrol is clear. You have to watch the beach.
Aye. Bien sûr. Arantis, Arantis. Why even bother with a disguise if they catch you anyway? Well, at least this exercise will be somewhat entertaining. It's rare enough that we get to be out here by ourselves. Et les canons! Quelle surprise! The landing could be a bit rough.
Strike.
A fine shot! My cannon,
I
my
stand
rules.
ready.
Push one. Short fuse, long rope. I like long shots. D'accord. Swiftly. Thanks, Marley. As you command. Well, I was going to clean my... Always a pleasure. Resistance is pointless. Swiftly. One at a time, bien sûr.
Oh, I'll leave you to your business.
You won't be with us long. Cannol ready. Magnifique.
Let me remind you.
That's exactly what I mean.
Let's not ask for permission. Little bombs. The crackles draw them. D'accord. On the cut. Wonder how we'll do this time. Sure as the storms. This is going to... Magnifique. Resistance is pointless. You're not going to like this.
Huh? Ah, the dead are walking.
Right where I want you. Et les canons.
Ugh, why must you start with that now?
You are still wearing the uniform.
Swiftly. Let's capture this moment in time.
I went there.
Quelle surprise!
Feel by now. That's not how the right of patrol works.
The landing could be a bit rough. It's not ready yet.
Abomination!
Let's try again.
As it tests all.
Don't mind the left. Marvelous! Sure as the storms. A little spectacle just for you.
That was no mere animal.
I hope.
Abomination!
Let's knock them out again. I'll be cautious. A fine shot. Sure as the storms. Let's not ask for permission.
Have you ever considered the consequences of your actions? Interfered with the grand design?
Little explosives are just as good.
I have a feeling that the rock above me could tumble down at any moment.
A little spectacle, just for you.
Not wait to
Stone
turn more sacred.
Abomination! Pirates!
Très difficile.
Heard enough of this.
Quelle surprise!
The rite must be fulfilled by now.
That's not how the right of patrol works. Go back.
This is going to be a long shot. The landing could be a bit rough. On the coast! I'm out of... You sure you remember correctly, Marley? D'accord. Oh! Another memory unleashed? Really? As you command. Bon choix. Let's not ask for permission.
Dead or walking?
Have you ever considered the consequences of your actions? You've interfered with the grand
The
design.
landing could be a bit rough.
Oh, really? I didn't notice it one bit, to be honest.
Tumble down at any moment.
Always a pleasure.
Finally, there you are. Oh, I was afraid I had to get out of here on my own.
Ah, I would have liked to see you try.
You've got a letter for me, or is this just a rescue mission?
Here it is.
Very good. And how do I get on the trading vessel? I've paid for my passage, but I don't think they'll turn back to harbor just for me.
Ah, they won't have to. I have my gun.
Well, all right.
Come on, I'll be careful. This is where the fun begins. Thanks, Marty. Bien sûr.
But your right of patrol is clear. You have to watch the beat.
Quelle surprise!
To knows about it.
Sure as the storms. Don't mind the lead. D'accord. I'm glad your memories are still working, Mark. crackles draw them. This will occupy them for a bit.
You don't miss that.
Let's knock them out again. Sure as the storms. The crackles draw. This will occupy them for a bit.
Precious maiden.
Let's knock them out again. Bien sûr. The crackles draw them. A little spectacle just for you.
Well now.
As you command.
I prepare your bell. May it...
Ça me fait mal à la tête. Swiftly. Little explosives are just as good. Hard to resist the noise. Bourgeois.
Commence the rite of
This shall
inquiry.
not go
In the name of the
unanswered.
maiden,
My hands shall
reveal
stay
yourself.
calm in the face of
This
evil.
shall not go unanswered.
Measure,
The rite's concluded.
calculate.
Nothing.
I never forget.
Was it a trick? It's part of the design.
Sure as a storm.
Nothing to do with me.
D'accord.
Oi! Best of luck to you.
I like long shots.
Boy.
Let's not ask for permission. Well, I was going to clean my... You're a good friend, Arantis. Have a nice trip.
Don't worry, Gael. You've provided me with ample to read on this arduous journey.
What?
Nothing. I think the breeze is picking up. Looks like we're lifting anchor. Goodbye.
I dare you, Arantis. If you break that seal, I'll...
Oh, I'm sorry. The wind is carrying your voice away. Goodbye, Gael. Goodbye.
Ah! Take care, you damn cretin.
Now, my dear Gael, let's see what you've put together here.
Dear trio, I heard it once said that all beginnings are hard. Today I believe second beginnings are even harder. But after avoiding contact for years, I don't want to prevaricate anymore. I've avoided writing to you because I died. As I've written before, here in the Lost Caribbean that means something different. It may be hard to believe, but I've got a huge hole in my belly and I permanently carry a cannon on my back. The cannon, however, will only shoot people. Also, I'm arguably immortal. For a long time, it was hard to imagine any kind of future together. And to be honest, it still is. But I think it was wrong to not at least include you in this discussion. I hope you can forgive me. It has been a long while. But if you're still interested in having a pen pal, I'd be happy to hear from you. Bisous, Gael.
Oh, how heartwarming. Oh, there's something on the back as well.
P.S. Please check the seal of this letter carefully. If it seems to have been tampered with, give Aramtis a solid knock on the head for me.
Oh, Gam. Does anybody here happen to have any wax?
There is not much more I can do. I will have to look at the mirror again. As you command.
Feel better now?
Oui.
Think she'll reply?
I would be surprised if she does.
Doesn't seem to bother you. You look...
happy. Or at least happier. Let me face the mirror again and see if it agrees. It worked?
Indeed it did. Well done, Canoness.
Thank you, Marley. Thank you, Ephia.
I'm glad.
Well, I'll get back to work. If you want to talk sometime, be my guest.
Teresa, ready to serve. Through the flames.
Right, finally rest.
Ahoy, Marley. I'm ready for the court to assemble.
Oh, so you found conclusive evidence?
Indeed. I'll call in the victim and appoint the jury and a judge.
I expected you'd want to be the judge.
It would be far easier if I was still judge, jury, and executioner. Then again, those times are behind me, yes? Once more onto the breach. How are we holding up?
Harmed head hurts harrowingly.
I believe you. I'm sure you'll recover swiftly. The court will be in session soon.
Craven confessions creak creepily.
Ha! They do indeed. Dicho y hecho.
What is this?
Pinkos, I need your assistance once more.
Assistance? I don't appreciate being affiliated with such an obsequious term.
I need a judge at my court.
A judge? Me? Why didn't you lead with that? Of course I'll be a judge.
I can count on you then?
Count on me? It's in my title, Teresa. Of course you can count on me.
Change in position.
Oh, look who's clambered out of her roost, Pete. A yellow flamingo? No, it's the white crow, you pillock.
You are hereby summoned to Marley's court.
Oh, the last time I was summoned, I forgot my name.
Let fate be our judge.
Pirates, skeletons, defendants, and accusers, please rise to your feet.
Sorry, You don't have any.
Permission to remain tied to the ship granted. The prosecution may now present the charges.
Today we've gathered on the account of poisoned rum and the ensuing damages to a skeleton. During the investigation, the prosecution found ample amounts of poisoned rum in the Marley's hold.
Objection, Your Honor! Misrepresentation of our storage. The amounts were at least significant.
Sustained.
Significant amounts of poisoned rum in the hold. And one of the barrels showed clear evidence of tampering.
And that concludes the case. Pete and the Nameless One, you're hereby...
A moment, Pincus. If Pete and the Nameless One truly were meddling with their rum, they'd done it to all their supplies. Yet there was only one barrel which had been tampered with. Therefore, the prosecution would like to call in the victim. Please display your affliction.
Abominable adulteration, amplitudes, affliction.
Now, Pincus, here, this is a small sample of the rum of the afflicted barrel. Smell it.
It smells like...
Your missing batch of tobacco.
My missing... But yes, of course. Ha! That leaves only one conclusion. The perpetrator is me.
No, Pincus, you didn't do it. The perpetrator is no other than... the victim himself.
Contagious claims carry contentiousness.
Ooh. Should we go ahead and compare your footprints with those at the scene of the crime?
Daringly drink despicable distillate.
Huh?
Could it be that he's urging us to drink the rum?
Approved agreements accrue acknowledgement.
The judge orders the court to sample the rum.
As it so happens, I do have a small sample here, Pincus.
Objection! The sample has been obtained without admission.
Overruled. The judge is quite thirsty. Oh my! Why are you so worried? This is most excellent.
A bit too excellent, perhaps. The rum on the Marley is usually fine, but this is extraordinary.
Inequality inebriates insufferably, inconsistently.
Indeed. When I entered Pete and the Nameless hold, I was surprised to find 3 different barrels. One that held the poisoned rum that barely smelt like rum, one that held normal rum, and a 3rd barrel containing what we just drank. I wonder how on a ship where everybody is supposed to get the same rum, you can explain these 3 different casks. You've watered down the skeleton's rum and kept the best for yourselves, which would mean a blatant violation of the Marley's code. Is there anything you'd like to say in your defense?
Pete's fallen asleep. So, I'll confess for the both of us.
Another confession, then. Good. You have heard the evidence. What is your verdict, Pincus?
In the case of the literary skeleton, I find the victim guilty on all counts. As a punishment, I order the victim to act as a court scribe. These dreary procedures could certainly use a bit of a literary sprinkling. In the case of the bad rum, Pete and the Nameless One are ordered to send the good rum to my quarters.
Pinkos?
Where it will promptly be redistributed to the rest of the crew. The court is adjourned.
Change in position. Enjoying the rum?
The little that is left for me. Justice can be such a nuisance sometimes.
Ha! Tell me about it.
I say, Teresa, how did you figure out that I'd lost my tobacco?
Since I've known you, you have been insufferable. A flat-out fool, and I can't believe I haven't shot you. But you never once denied me a smoke. Look, Pinkos, for what it's worth, you're not a bad man. You're just a bad person.
You do have a way with words if you choose to apply yourself. Have you ever considered writing your own memoirs?
I do write. Very rarely. But I prefer wood carving. Keeps my hands and thoughts busy.
I always saw it as a way to be kept alive long after death. Admittedly, a habit that I picked up before I embarked upon this eternal path.
Eternity can be a frightening thing.
We made a strange choice, didn't we?
Do you have a smoke or not?
Opportunity calls. I.
Gather round, everyone. There's something I'd like to share. A final message from the Me crew. Well, this is the end. Thank you all for the journey of a lifetime. It's been a most grand adventure and a wild ride. Let us treasure these memories forever. Perhaps one day we shall rise again. Until then, so long, crewmates. Bon voyage.